All right, shalom, y'all. So, as soon as it starts raining, man, we moving this camera. This shit got holes in it, all types of shit. So, probably ain't the best way to start a video, but hey, it's whatever. All right, cool. Is there something I can put over that? Nah.
Maybe one of those, maybe one of these bonds.
Nah.
Put it, and could have it sitting on
Nah,
top.
I ain't gonna have it looking like that, man. It's cool.
Would you rather have no protection or get destroyed?
Well, nigga, it's hard to destroy.
I mean, it's working though.
Nah, if it start raining though, I'll put it up. We'll just get the camera. Cool. All right, y'all. All right. Test. Yeah, but. Drink the water. All praise to the Most High God. Let's go ahead and sign in, brother. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's all praises be unto Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. We are San Antonio Masada, and we are back to bring another lesson to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, and the scattered Israelite diaspora all over the earth.
Right.
Right? With everything going on right now, the words that we speak unto y'all better be listening, man, because shit, you give it a few more weeks, man, we ain't gonna be out here no more. For those of y'all who are not paying attention, that hot war between America and Iran has kicked into second gear. Now Iran is using some of their more precious missile stock. Not a lot of it, some of it. Just a little taste. And they hitting all the American bases all throughout that region. Whether it be to their western neighbor Turkey, or to Bahrain, or to United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. If there's a base in the area that's aiding America, they bombing them. And they bombing them daily. Yeah, take that. That's right. See, and here's the thing. The Bible tells you prophetically why all these things are happening. But my question to you, Israelites, is, will you hearken? And the reality is, most of y'all ain't gonna listen. Right? And we got the mosquitoes out here doing their thing, trying to drive us off the block, but we ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying? I say that in jest because there's a lot of serious things going on, and a bit of levity helps. But don't forget that the Most High God requires things of the Israelites. Give me Ecclesiastes 3 and 15 real quick. And then give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 through 14. Because the Most High God requires that which is past. So he's going to take account of everything that you've done in your body. And you're going to receive a judgment. See, most of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, y'all are still on that Christianity nonsense talking about I got a personal relationship with God. The Most High God said the Bible is not for any private interpretation. In other words, ain't no private relationship with the Most High. And to say you have a private relationship with God means that you're his friend. The only person God ever called a friend was Abraham.
Right.
He didn't even call Moses his friend. And he spoke with Moses face to face, quote unquote. More like back to face, because, you know, he had to see the Most High God from his back. He couldn't see his face. But the Most High God ain't dealing with everybody like that. But check this out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15.
No.
That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God required that which is past.
Keep going. Oh, no. 13 through 14. What we always grab to let our people know what their sole duty is as an Israelite. But the Most High God requires that which is past. So the things that you've done all the way from the time that you were birthed into this world till now, Most High God has been taking stock of all of it. His eyes are continually upon his people, as it says in the book of Sirach. We are the Most High God's inheritance, and his eyes are continually upon the Israelites. The Most High God is not being so attentive with the other nations. Not to say they don't have their role, but their role as God's chosen, that ain't it. That's your seat, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. But let's see, what is your sole duty? Because if the Most High God is going to take account of your labors from the time you were born, hell, even your previous lives, if you know about anything called regeneration in the Bible. Like when Christ said, if thou shalt receive it, John the Baptist is Elijah. See, again, Christ was giving y'all clues that regeneration is a thing. Your spirit returns, you come back as the same gender, same tribe. And that's how the Most High God discerns between the righteous and the wicked. It takes a while. Go ahead and get it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So the Most High God is going to bring every work into judgment. See, I know some of y'all thinking, well, the Most High God ain't going to judge me for the minor things that I do. Every word, every work will be judged. How much more if you've spent your entire life doing exactly what God told you not to do? I don't know why they're right here today, bro. Yeah, there's one right there. They're all in front of us, bro. It's cool, though. Hey, go up to Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Go ahead and get it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
So we're supposed to be remembering to keep God's commandments while we have the opportunity to do so. Get me, I made haste to keep thy commandments in salt. See, in light of all the things happening on the earth, we're supposed to be running to God as fast as our feet will carry us. But more times than not, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you think I'll go back to God when I'm good and ready. And that's why you have hardship that seems to follow you, like a dark cloud, as it says in Lamentations 2 and 1. A dark cloud has been placed over the children of Israel. The Most High God is sending these scourges so that you might be corrected. But more times than not, you insist on doing what you want to do, so you pay the price. But check this out. Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law.
So despite all the oppression of the wicked, despite all the hardship coming to America or wherever you might be as an Israelite, you're supposed to keep your eyes fixated on God. Let's go to Isaiah 50 real quick. We're going to get the lesson, but damn it, we got to get some other stuff, right? Because our people don't understand. The Most High God's arm is not shortened that it can't save you. You got homeless folks out here who have literally just relinquished all faith in God simply because of their low estate. But I have seen sisters and brothers who returned to the commandments and the Most High God got them off the streets. I have seen that with my own eyes. I have ministered to those people. Now, where they might be now, I'm not sure. Hopefully, still keeping the command.
Right.
But get me Isaiah 50, and we're going to start at 5. Brother, you got time for the Bible today? Which one? What I'll say is, man, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you the Israelites, you God's chosen, but because God chose you, he requires more of you than everyone else. And there's going to come a day where if you are not keeping God's commandments, like the Passover coming up, which you are ordered to keep in perpetuity, when you call on God when calamity strikes, God going to do the same thing you do to his prophets. He going to say, no, no, thank you, God bless you, before you get hit by a damn missile. Yep, you weren't corrected by the calamity I sent, so here's more of it. Read Proverbs 1 and 21 for those of y'all who don't believe it. Most of y'all think God wants to do nothing but give you a big hug. Not understanding Most High God got standards. And most of you don't live up to those standards, especially our elders. But let's start at verse 5.
Isaiah chapter 50, verse 5. The Lord God hath opened mine ears, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. I gave my back to the smiters, and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting.
So despite all the hardship we go through for trying to preach the commandments of God, the gospel to the Israelites, we turn toward the affliction in favor of serving our God. Many of our people are going to try to escape affliction, and they're going to lose their life. See, most of you, you say you love Christ, but you don't even remember what he told you. He said, those who seek to save their life shall lose it. And those who are willing to lose it in pursuit of serving God in the gospel shall find it. And no greater love hath a man than this, that a man be willing to lay down his life for his friends. But most of you won't even give your life to save your damn children. And the last time I checked, a man who's not willing to provide for his wife and children and lay his life down in defense of them is worse than an infidel. See, it all comes full circle. That's why we willingly accept affliction and dishonor. We're fools all the day long for Christ's sake. My question is, what are you? Keep going.
Verse 7, for the Lord God will help me, therefore shall I not be confounded. Therefore have I set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. He is near that justifieth me. Who will contend with me? Let us stand together. Who is my adversary? Let him come near to me.
So to those who want to talk shit, want to threaten violence, want to threaten imprisonment, calling the cops, doing whatever, hey, do what you're going to do. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve Yahweh. We are coming into the days where the Most High God is making it known and making it plainly to be seen. There is no room, no quarter for cowards. The Most High God does not abide those who are too scared to do the work. Whether you think you know enough, you've done enough, you keep the commandments at home, I'm just going to bury my talent in the dirt. Most High God ain't got room for you. When Yahushua returns, he's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. You're unrecognizable to what you were created to be. You're a worker of iniquity. Because to whom much has been given, much is required. And most of you blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians don't understand why you're the fastest, the strongest, the best people on the planet. But the Bible reveals it to you quite plainly. To whom much is given, much is required. And most of you underperform every day. Keep going.
Verse 9, behold, the Lord God will help me. Who is he that shall condemn me? Lo, they all shall wax old as a garment. The moth shall eat them up. Who was among you that feareth the Lord, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness, and hath no light? Let him trust in the name of the Lord, and stay upon his God.
So, it's a rhetorical question. Because whoever is among us who fears God enough to keep his commandments, the Most High God, though you might walk in dimness for a while, uncertainty for a while, the Most High God will not let you be confounded or swallowed up by terrors on every side. But to those of y'all who flee, seeking quarter and sanctity with your enemies, you're going to be swallowed up. Straight up like T.D. Jakes. Yep. That's why we try to tell blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, serve God. And all of the things that you need will be added unto you. Christ told you that. As a matter of fact, get that for me. All those things shall be added unto you. How you doing, sister? Princess of Zion from the house of Issachar. All praises. Keep the commandments, sister. Don't eat pork. Don't smoke weed. Keep the Sabbath. Wear modest apparel. I'm not saying you do, but don't commit adultery. You can only have one man. I know you might not like it, but that's what God said. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And that's one thing that you blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians have a bad habit of doing. As soon as you start hearing rules, all of a sudden you want to get in your feelings. But you don't do that when the white man says be on time to work or I'm going to fire you. You don't say that to the cop when he says, hey, use that crosswalk or I'm going to walk across the street and beat you upside the head. See, it's funny how we close our mouth and our lips to our enemies when they demand things of us, But when God commands things of us, all of a sudden we have a lot to say. Go ahead and get it.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
So you're supposed to be content with food and raiment for the day. See, again, a lot of blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you have these pie-in-the-sky dreams of riding around in a Bentley, having a damn mansion, being famous among men, but somehow still being able to go where you want with nobody hassling you. Fantasy life. You're going to have to leave all that shit behind to serve God. See, again, for those of y'all who say you love Christ, what did Christ tell the rich man who was asking him how he could basically serve and follow him? He told him, you have to sell everything you got, man. And that rich man walked away sorrowfully because he already knew, I'm not going to give this shit up. I got too much. But see, that's why the Most High God made it real simple for you blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He put you in the hands of people who won't let you have shit. So all you got to do is follow God. You ain't got nothing else. Still don't do it. Still running behind the white man, trying to get favor with him instead of serving your God and being found an acceptable servant. Meanwhile, America is being shown to be a paper tiger in the face of her enemies. All that growling and barking that America's done, and they can't even handle little old Iran. Yeah, they like that chicken hawk in the Looney Tunes. Yeah, for you old cats out here, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Talking big, acting like you want to fight everybody, but when it come down to it, don't want to fight nobody. Because you already know you're going to get pieced up. No smoke. That's why we try to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, return to your God. Because the smoke is coming. See, it's just not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you happen to be Filipino, the Acapulco slave trade, they were taking Mexicans over to the Philippines. Or if you happen to descend from the Manchu people over in China. How about those Negritos in Malaysia? See, again, I drop little hooks in the water for everybody. Because who this message is for, I can't turn you away. See, a lot of y'all thinking, man, I ain't gonna listen. Man, the Most High God shut your ears to this. Because in the days that are coming up on the earth, you're gonna wish you stopped and listened. Because if you want to understand why Russia is being a guard unto Persia or Iran, it's right here in Ezekiel 38. I can read it to you. That's part of my lesson today. If you want to know why so-called Brazil, because really it's the Bolivian Liberation Army down there in Venezuela that's connected to areas like Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, etc., Colombia. See, most of y'all don't understand. We're watching all the wars play out that the Bible foretold of that would give us indicators of the end. And now we're seeing all the major players make their way to the valley of judgment, the valley of God's decision. Jehoshaphat or Yahweh-Shaphat, God's judgment. And most of you don't understand what's happening. You think it's just a bunch of niggas beefing. Not understanding nuclear war is coming. And when it comes, you're going to hear them air raid sirens, and you're going to see a marvel stranger than anything you've ever seen in your life. And that's going to be the elect being delivered.
The crazy thing about it, he said it'd be like the days of Noah. The fact that there's so much time that went by hearing the destruction that was coming and nobody wanted to believe it is uncanny.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing. There's nothing new under the sun. So just like they wouldn't listen to Noah for 100 years, these same niggas is walking around and won't listen to the prophets that God sends out every Saturday. Some brothers doing double duty. That's how critical the times are. But see, most of you blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you don't listen to righteous judgment and correction until you have no choice. And that's when you want to blame everybody else and blame God for your affliction. When all you had to do was correct yourself before the affliction came. But brother, let's get into the actual lesson today, right? Can you get me Isaiah 13 and 2 through 6? and then we're going to go to Isaiah 34 and 1 through 8. Right? Because the war to end all wars is underway. And with that said, if the war to end all wars is underway, what should we be doing as Israelites? Let's read the scriptures and see if we can get a clue about that.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
Now, some of y'all might not understand what's being said here. You have all these different nations being called by the Most High God through the Spirit to assemble in a very particular place. Like I said earlier, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, for the Battle of Armageddon. The Most High God is mustering the battle. But when it says in verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation. Well, what's God's weapon? Before we read further in here, let's go to Isaiah 56. And when you read this, it should sound really familiar. Give me 56 and 16. And actually start at 15. Yeah, 56. Sorry, 54. Slide. Oh, yeah. Slide. 54 and start at 14.
It's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 14. In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. No.
So the Most High God has created the waster to destroy. And all these heathen nations who are gathering to make war in the Middle East, they're not gathering by the Most High God as an ally to God. That's what that means when it says that they're not going to gather by God. The Most High God is mustering the battle, and he's driving these nations to go get destroyed. Because if the Most High God is calling you into his presence, shouldn't you be protected? Undoubtedly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a hawk right there over us. I'm telling you, man, the animals know what's up, bro. We had a squirrel sitting right there, still right there. And we got a loud-ass speaker, man, and all these animals are just like, yo, we need more of that shit. Keep going. Yeah, it's an area of peace right here. Last time we checked, hawks ate squirrel. But see, again, if the animals know that you should hearken unto the wisdom of the Bible, why don't you ignorant, hard-headed ass Israelites? Why can't y'all figure it out? Because again, nuclear war is coming. And most of you guys are deluding yourselves into believing that America's going to find a way to smooth things out. Most of you don't understand what transpired in Iran with the killing of their head of state, Khamenei is what y'all often hear him called. That's the equivalent in the Muslim world of killing the Pope in the world of Catholicism. That is what America has done. There will be no peace. Iran already made the declaration. They're not declaring peace until they say they want to declare peace. And in case y'all didn't see that base that just got bombed today, in retaliation for that school that they bombed with those about 180 little girls that America killed, Iran is reporting deaths of about 200 American soldiers. They want it back in blood. And they want America completely out of the land in the Middle East. And guess what? They're going to get their way. because Iran has an entire city of missiles. They had a video on YouTube a couple of years ago that they have taken down, where Iran was taking a camera through underground tunnels, just showing row upon row upon row upon row of missiles. And they said, y'all think this is the state-of-the-art shit? This is our old stock. We've been preparing for since the last engagement in Iraq. Most of y'all don't know, that's about 20 years. So since America bombed and destroyed Iraq, Iran already knew these crackers is coming. So we gonna be ready.
You want it, you got it.
You want smoke? They got it. That's why they keep putting out these fake press releases about how Iran is running out of missiles. Iran ain't even talking that shit no more. They're like, yo, keep saying it. We gonna just keep bombing. It's like when you watch two boxers at a press conference. You got one who running their mouth, talking about everybody's family, talking all types of cash shit. And the other boxer's like, yeah, we gonna see. Because he already know, when I get the chance, I'm gonna beat the brakes off this nigga. And that's what Iran gonna do to America. But let's go back to Isaiah.
And another one. Ain't that motherfucker? Where's he from? Charlotte.
Oh,
And another one.
I forget. I know he an Ishmaelite though.
I was about to say, he's Iranian, boy. That'd be some funny shit.
But let's go back to Isaiah 13 real quick. We got down to 5, right? Yeah, let's read it.
Shalom, King.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
That is it. Actually, no, get that last one. Shit.
Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
See, those of y'all think y'all gonna find your way around God's judgment, I got news for you. Ain't no way around it. Only way around this judgment is to correct yourself as an Israelite and be preserved by the agents or angels of the Most High God when the Most High God comes to redeem his people. Because that's going to happen at the height of World War III. See, y'all been calling us crazy. But now all the military leaders here in America are saying this is a holy war to usher in the Messiah. So maybe if the white man says it, y'all listen.
Get ready to drink double that cup of the wrath of God.
And if they're now all of a sudden starting to say the same stuff that we've been saying, how about you listen to us now? Because America has to pay double for what she's done to God's people. See, again, man, we're not just out here saying this stuff to offend people. We're trying to preserve our people's lives. Some of us would rather see you pulled out of the fire, even if some of your garments get burned a little bit. We would rather pull you out of affliction before it comes. Give me the book of Jude.
Jude, yes, sir.
Dang. I hope this thing ain't dying, man. Give me Jude. Obviously 1, because it's only one chapter.
I need to preset my other Bible, man. This thing is so delicate.
And but let's start at 21.
And read that. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, read that for me.
And then you said 21.
Yeah, it starts with.
Jude chapter 1, verse 1. Jude, the servant of Jesus Christ, and brother of James, to them that are sanctified by God, the Father, and preserved in Jesus Christ, and called.
21.
We're going to talk on that.
So those who are called are the Israelites. Most High God didn't call anybody else. Now, who are the Israelites? Here in this hemisphere, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. You are the people of the Bible. You are the Israelites. I know, man, but we're going to try to get through this lesson. Go ahead and get it.
Yes, sir.
Jude 1 and 21. Keep yourselves in the love of God, looking for the mercy of our Lord Jesus Christ unto eternal life. And if some have compassion, making a difference, and others saved with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garments spotted by the flesh. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy.
That's all we need.
So that's what our objective is. To the actual Israelites, it's for you to repent. Now, to you other heathen, hey man, the hell with y'all. Slavery cannot come soon enough. And ain't it ironic, right, that while all this stuff was going on, this is one of the deadest days that we done had downtown in quite some time. See, again, the Most High God is giving y'all this huge wind-up before all the chaos breaks out. Now is the time for you to study your Bible and see if the things that we say are so. Give me Acts 17 real quick. Yeah, for real, man. It's like you looking at a nigga wind up, hit you in the face, and you sticking your chin out going, what's going on? Like, okay, he about to knock your ass out. That's what's going on. Hold on one second. Well, I tell you, man, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man, y'all definitely got to be God's chosen people, because, man, ain't nobody more hard-headed than the Israelites. If the Most High God got to take time out of his day to tell Ezekiel and Jeremiah, I'm sending you to the hard-headed, rebellious house known as Israel. Be not dismayed at their looks. Don't worry about the threats that they make, because they going to make threats, and some of them going to carry it out. But guess what? I'm going to be with you, and they won't confound you. But get me Acts 17, and let's start at 10 and read through 11.
Actually, read through 12.
Acts chapter 10, or 17, verse 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so. Therefore many of them believed, also of honorable women, which were Greeks, and of men not a few.
So when Paul and friends went to Thessalonica, you had what you would call a bunch of niggas over there. And as Paul was preaching to them, they did not believe a thing. They questioned everything. You know, we come out here and you got a nigga who want to play 21 questions, like he a toddler, instead of just opening his scriptures to see if the things that we say are so. But when they went to the church of Berea, that's what they were on. They were like, yo, we hear you. We gonna go ahead and search these scriptures right quick. Oh, wait, what he said is in there. Okay, we believe you. That's all God is asking you to do, be corrected. See, and again, sometimes we try to tell our people that the Most High God's correction requires you to suffer. But I think we need to add a small addendum to that. You will only suffer if you refuse correction in the first place.
Right.
If somebody can correct you simply by word, then the Most High God has no need for harsher methods. But if you refuse to be corrected, then the Most High God has to send harsher methods to ensure you be corrected.
Cool messenger.
He has to send a cruel messenger. Y'all got time for the Bible today? Did y'all know Native Hispanics are in the Bible? Y'all are Israelites? Well, keep the commandments, brothers and sisters. Right? Because just like how ICE is on y'all, the white man is on our neck in general. Right? We one family, King. But we got to keep these commandments. I'm going to tell you, it's about to get a whole lot worse out here, man. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High God. The Most High God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. I know. And see, if you read Isaiah 13, it talks about race wars coming to pass. See, one of the things our people don't quite understand is just how dire and desperate things are going to get here in America. It's going to get so... Food is going to be so scarce here that people are only going to be willing to feed their own immediate family. You're going to be turning away cousins going, hey man, ain't nothing over here for you. So if you're going to have to turn away those who are not in your immediate household, how much more a stranger or somebody who's not even your relative? If you don't believe me, again, read Isaiah 13. Or hell, read 2nd Ezra 9. Oh yeah, and you're going to have plenty of people coming in sheep's clothing, talking about, man, I love you, brother. And as soon as they got a map of everything you got going on, they going to rob you, and they probably just going to kill you. Because once 911 ain't a thing no more, you best believe the oppressing people, the authority here, the so-called white man and his ilk, They gonna take the velvet glove off of the iron fist. And they already starting to slowly admit what you eating at Burger King and McDonald's ain't real meat. Because for all the meat you eat at McDonald's every day, there aren't enough cows. Yeah. Most of y'all don't even realize you already got a taste for human flesh. You just don't know it yet. And if you get hungry enough, most of you won't even think twice. But see, the Most High God in Isaiah 65, he said his servants are going to eat. They're going to drink. They're going to rejoice. While y'all are thirsty, hungry, and sorrowing and howling in vexation of spirit. All praise to the Most High God, because he's going to keep the feet of his saints. As it says in 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Right? But let's go back to Isaiah, and we're going to go to chapter 34, 1 through 8. Because as I said, the war to end all wars is on its way. And most of y'all don't understand what's going on, despite it being on every news channel. Some of y'all are literally on YouTube every day going, damn, I don't know why they keep trying to tell me about this fucking war. Don't recommend, don't recommend, don't recommend.
You see the shit where they talking about Iran told black people that they're okay, we're not coming for y'all.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, the brother brought up something very, very interesting. The previous leadership of Iran, when they were holding military POWs, they released all the women and black people. Why is that? The leader of Iran at the time said, well, black people have been oppressed. And the only reason why that they're in the American army is because of the oppression. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to let them go. But you white devils, you're staying here. See, again, the Most High God has put it in the heart of the enemies of America to stall out his children. Most of y'all don't even know, during Vietnam, the Vietnamese didn't shoot black soldiers on purpose. Because they said, well, we ain't got no beef with black people. They're in the same boat we're in, being oppressed by the same devil, the white man. So why are we going to kill somebody who's a co-prisoner? For real. Hey, man. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you better let go of these damn heathen. The thing y'all know is the rapture is coming real soon. Most High God is going to redeem his people. And if you think you're going to be able to hold on to your white snuggle bunny or your heathen friends, I'm going to tell you, that's going to cost you your salvation. Straight up. Give me enter thou into thy, is it a compartment? Until the penalty, it's like scourge be passed. I forget how it goes. Oh, enter thou into thy chamber. Yeah. Into thy chamber. Yeah, get that. 26 and 10 real quick. Because when that nuclear war comes, that's when the chariots gonna come like birds flying, and the Most High God gonna defend Jerusalem, as it says in Isaiah. And he's going to call up his elect, his chosen. And we're going to be protected from all the destruction. But those of you who don't get invited into a protective compartment, you're going to die here in nuclear fire. Go ahead and get it.
It's Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers, into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
Oh, shit. So the Most High God is telling you through the prophet Isaiah that you're going to shut yourself in a protective compartment for a little while until the scourge of fire be overpassed. But what if you don't get that little message that's going to come to the chosen saying, come up hither, as it says in Revelation 11? That means your ass going to burn. You're not going to be part of the Israelites singing the song of Moses that you see in Revelation 15 over the sea of fire. See, for all this talk about heaven and hell, most of y'all ain't afraid to go through hell. Most of y'all are y'all going to hell with gasoline draws on willingly.
They proud of it. I'll see you in hell.
Yeah, you hear niggas all the time, man. I'll see you in hell. The hell with you. We say it flippantly, not understanding. Most High God, He gonna hold you accountable for everything you say.
Gotta be a party.
Now, hey, most people think it's just gonna be one bad day. Not understanding, hey man, the entire way this world operates is about to change. Most of y'all haven't put it together yet. Why were there people killed by tornadoes in Oklahoma just a couple of days ago? How about those tornadoes up in Michigan that killed a few people? And if you watch those tornadoes, they're striking areas where the so-called white man lives. Most High God is letting it be known, I'm defending my people. Like I've said it before, most of y'all don't recognize God's thumbprint or his footprint.
That says the Bible's gonna pour it out. They're gonna be one after the other.
One after another, man.
It's gonna hit like that. Once one hits, they're gonna be, oh shit. Yeah.
It's going to be basically all at once. Yeah, you're going to be getting pieced up, man.
Combo.
For those of y'all who like anime, you know, everybody do the super multiple punches and shit. That's how God going to hit you with judgment. Y'all got time for the Bible?
Always your time.
What tribe in the Bible y'all come from? Do y'all know? Are y'all Native Hispanic? Mexican? Japanese? On your father's side? Nope, you're a white woman. Nice try. See, again, and that's what most people will do if they're a so-called white man. They got a white man for a father. They'll claim somebody else because they're ashamed of their heritage. I'm not letting you wiggle out of it. You are who your father is. Yeah, if the brother's Mexican, you an Israelite, man. Keep God's commandments and separate from your enemies.
That's right.
See, we're coming into the days, man, you can't afford to have dead weight on you, man. So I'm going to tell you, if I ask you, how do you keep the Passover? You don't know. You too busy making sure Miss Ann is comfortable around you. If I ask you, what are these little tassels we have on our garments? You don't know, because again, Miss Ann comes before your God.
Right.
But since you put your enemies before God, God is going to put others before you. How you doing, brother?
Like woman in distress, come quick.
If you Native Hispanic, you a king, brother. Keep these commandments, man. And I said it before, most blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, y'all don't understand the danger that your brothers are willingly entering into just to give you a message. Just to tell you that you're an Israelite. And to bid you to repentance. And calling out your out and open enemy in front of them.
Right.
If you went back just a little more than about 50, 60 years, doing that in public, you'd be found strung up somewhere. In certain parts of the country, hell, certain parts of Texas, head on down to Vidor, Texas, Jasper, Texas, Edom, Texas. Most of y'all don't even know there's an Edom, Texas. Head on down there and speak too liberally about the Israelites and serving God. And be found after sundown in one of these parts of these towns. You're going to be found hanging somewhere. Didn't they find a college student a couple of years ago in Austin hanging? See, they find people hanging all the time, but the thing is, most of y'all don't take it to heart. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, that's what your enemy going to do every time he hang and persecute you. He going to tell you, hey, you did it to yourself. You hung yourself and then shot yourself in the back of the head 3 times. See, that's why we try to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, you are God's chosen. You are the Israelites. That's why those things keep happening to you. Because you refuse to be corrected. Most High God already sent the worst of the worst. Read Ezekiel 7 and 23. Get that for me real quick. Most High God sent the worst of the worst. And y'all still over here talking about how come the white man can't be saved with us. Because that's not what he was made for. If only our people had the same zeal to serve God that they have to save the white man, we would be immaculate. Go ahead and get it.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 23. Make a change, for the land is full of bloody crime,
Did you pay for your parking?
and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
Most High God, through Ezekiel, said it very succinctly. He gonna bring the worst of the heathen. Yeah, y'all gonna be seeking peace. Ain't gonna be none, man. Only destruction is in the cards for America. We ain't encouraging tarot cards and no shit, but at the same time, though, it's a colloquial saying. the itinerary for America is one of destruction. And most of y'all keep trying to tell yourselves things they're gonna go back to the way I remember them. They're gonna get better. I have a question. Every time you drive around here, does it look like it's getting better to you? Every time you pull into this city, you see more tents, more homeless people. Every time you go to the store, you see less diversity in the fruit and vegetables.
Say the same. The crazy thing is they have the same. Live by the sword, die by the sword, live by the gun, die by the gun. They have lived by this shit. What do you think's coming?
Yeah, and again, most of y'all know the proverbs that are commonly said: live by the sword, die by the sword. How you think America gonna die? They don't live by the missile and the bomb. So why is it all of a sudden unconscionable for America to be thrown down by her enemies by bombs and missiles? But see, when we say these things, all of a sudden everybody says, man, y'all preaching hate. Okay, if it's hate, well, okay, that's cool with me. I see, yeah, for real, we see it as common knowledge. But let's go ahead and get that.
34, and start at 1 through 8.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
So the Most High God is making it known to all the nations that judgment is upon them. Now when it says heaven being rolled together as a scroll, that's talking about a mushroom cloud. Most of y'all don't understand nuclear bombs and destruction is in the Bible. And ain't it apropos? The only nation to drop nuclear missiles on another nation is going to be destroyed by it. But see, most people here don't think that is serious because America seems to be so far away from her enemies. As you do unto others, so shall be done unto you. Brother spitting fire over here, man. See, again, everybody knows what goes around comes around, but why not for America? Why not for the so-called white man? Everybody tells himself that America's going to do fine. But you're only saying that because you're here. But this is not your rest, Jacob. You're supposed to seek a better kingdom.
Right.
And see, most of you, when you talk about Christ coming to redeem his chosen, you don't understand that that's only for the Israelites. Well, who are the Israelites? In this hemisphere, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You comprise the bulk of the real Israelites spoken of in the Bible. Now, are there other Israelites in other nations? Sure. For instance, many of the people who came from Italy, right, in the mid-1900s, from southern Italy, a lot of them come from our people who were in Italy during the Middle Ages, otherwise known as the Moors. Say if you're Irish or Scottish, most of you don't even understand that blacks ruled in Ireland and Scotland. What's his name? Oh, shit, what's that boxer's name? Jack Dempsey.
Yeah.
His nickname was Kid Blackie. Look it up real quick. See, once upon a time here in America, it was well known that Irish and Scottish people, some of them came from black stock. Especially before y'all kept intermixing with so-called white women and losing your darker features. Some of you still have it. And now it's starting to come out. Some of you are redheads because of it. You see it? Go ahead and get it. Yeah, just read on
Since Jack Dempsey's primary nickname was the Manasseh Mauler, he was given this name due to his ferocious brawler-like fighting style and his hometown of Manassas, Colorado. He was also known as Kid Blackie.
Known as what?
As Kid Blackie
Keep going.
during the early stages of his boxing career, a name referencing his dark hair and complexion.
So let me get this straight. This man is Irish, pure blood, dark hair, dark complexion. And if you look at him, he still has a lot of his black features. Same thing with, what's his name? The only heavyweight to ever go undefeated. Rocky Marciano. He's Southern Italian. And what was he also? He was a slugger. Look at Deontay Wilder. What is he? A slugger. Now, I'm not saying just because you might fight with reckless abandon, you an Israelite. But if it pays dividends, chances are you an Israelite. Because you just have an innate spirit for fighting. And the Most High God give your enemies into your hands. So I'm going to tell you, technique tend to beat, reckless abandon any day. But if God is with you, who can be against you? You got time for the Bible, sister? Got time for the Bible? Okay. Well, sister, why you wearing them little shorts? He wearing pants. Why don't you got on pants? Sister, put on modest apparel. Leave the white man alone. With all this shit going on, leave these crackers alone. I do not understand it. See it again. Those be the same sisters when he call you a nigga and go upside your head. Black man, come help me. It's like I tell you sisters all the time. You want to be over there? Stay over there. Do not come back. Because the word is going out. Your enemy is not on good times anymore. He ain't got the bag like that. And in case you don't understand, the only people giving you kudos for being with a white man is other delusional black women who ain't got no man. Give me Tobit 4 and 12 real quick. And this is out of love. I'm trying to tell my sister, damn white man should have you in full apparel so you're not cold. You see, he ain't wearing no damn Daisy Dukes. So why did you? That's because he sees you as a prostitute, sister. Because no man in his right mind lets his wife walk around dressed like a harlot. Go ahead and get it.
Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers, from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed, and their children and their seed shall inherit the land. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction, and much trouble in the lewdness and decay, and great want for lewdness is the mother of famine.
You hear that at the end? That want to get diverse lusts, to engage in those taboos, that's the mother of famine. That's why the Israelites could never walk a straight path, because we were too busy trying to mingle with the women of other nations, diluting the strength of our seed. Got time for the Bible, brother? Okay, do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
What tribe you come from in it, real quick? You Mexican? You from the tribe of Issachar, brother? Issachar means he who is hired. Who are the hardest working people on the planet? You already know. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we one family. And again, this is to my sister, if she can still hear me. You got 12 flavors to choose from. Some of us, because you are who your father is, some of us actually look white. So why you got to run to the enemy? I don't understand it. You getting the great value version when the real thing is all around you. You got to go do IVF treatment. He making it seem like you the one bearing. Meanwhile, he know he's shooting blanks. Drinking 3 cans of Mountain Dew and Red Bull, all of which lower sperm count and motility. Yeah, hey man, brother said it the way I want to. There's pale-faced black folks all over the place. All you got to do is pick up a book. I say it all the time. Most of you niggas ain't read. And because you ain't read, you don't know who's who. The terms black and white have blinded so many of our people. Because y'all don't even understand. Those terms were made, and they were made in about 1621, but lawfully they were instituted in 1681. That's when you started seeing it pop up in law. But because none of you read, this information is widely available but known by very few people. Give me Revelation 1 and 3 real quick. I know it seems like we all over the place, but we tailor the lesson to who's in the area. And the last thing I'm going to let go unaddressed is our brothers and sisters walking with the enemy. We're too close to the end, and I'm one of the brothers who love my people enough. I don't give a fuck if you want a fist fight. But I'm going to remind you before we throw blows, we fighting because you love white people. Hey, I'm going to take the wind out of your sails. You fighting for white people. You ain't getting it.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
So it's not enough just to hear it. It's not enough just to go, I believe it. You have to put it into practice. You have to keep the things that are written in this book. And most of you have never read it. And when you did read it, you didn't read it with the intent of following what's written. Keep going, brother. You got it. You ain't tired. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you got plenty of gas left in the tank. Keep going. Get me if you faint in the day of affliction, your faith is small. And I say this spiritually to our people. Because the hardship that we're about to have to go through, you're going to have spiritual energy in the tank. See, you running again. I told you, man. Jake is a mighty people, man. You descend from warriors, man. Absolute warriors. That's one thing I remind myself when I'm working out. What if my people needed me and I'm too tired? What if my God said, hey, you got plenty left in the tank, even though it don't feel like it? And guess what happens after every time I finish? I go, damn, I did have it in me.
In track, they'll run the shit out of us and we'll feel tired to the point where, shit, I'll throw up. And after I threw up, I can keep going.
Hey, you keep going.
Just push that shit out and keep going.
Man, not to give all my history away, but when I was in the Air Force, training to be Special Forces, one of the things that they tell you is if you can feel pain in your hands and your feet, you still good. Because that's superficial pain. Critical pain is like feeling pain in your chest and your organs and shit. If you ain't feeling pains like that, man, you good. If you got a stitch, take a couple of steps, slow down a little bit, but keep going. Before you know it, it's gone, and you just keep going.
Came this far.
Yeah, man.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Stop that shit.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 10. If thou faint in the days of adversity, thy strength is small.
So if you faint in the days to come, if you go, man, I'm not going to believe in God anymore, you didn't believe in the first place. Your faith was small. See, again, the Most High God never puts more on you than you can bear. So what if he put the world on your shoulders? That means you can lift it. Get to work. That's one thing you always have to remind yourself. If the Most High God puts you in it, you can conquer it. Get to work. Because there's going to come a time where you have to face an enemy who might be your superior if you recognize your own earthly limitations.
Ready to fight for life.
You got to be ready to do like King David and best Goliath. Most of y'all hear about David and Goliath. You never read the account. David didn't even have his weaponry with him. David was a more than trained warrior, but he didn't even have the weapons that he trained with. And as a result, he said, you know what? I'll improvise. And we know the rest. Slung the stone, knocked him out, cut his head off.
Slingshot.
And most of y'all underestimate the power of a slingshot. It'll kill you. You talking about throwing something over 100 miles an hour. A stone going over 50 miles an hour hitting you in the face will probably give you a good concussion. But if you throw it 100, 150 miles an hour, yeah, you a dead man. Oh yeah. What's that game where it's like they have the little things on their arms and they sling the ball? I forget what it's called.
Featherball?
No. You talking about racquetball?
I'm talking about where it has on a pole.
No. It's like they have like little cage helmets on and they have a little arm thing. Yeah, they say they sling the ball over to 200 some miles an hour, man. People die playing that shit for real. I ain't no cricket, man. Fat ass Edomites be playing that shit, man. Niggas powered by butter and curry. But anyway, let's get back on this lesson,
It's on the
kid.
tip of my tongue. I can't.
Give me Isaiah 50 and 4 through 7.
34 was done. We stopped at 4.
Stop at 4? Yeah, keep going 8.
Clock.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense, for the controversy of Zion.
So all of this destruction that's to befall Idumea, otherwise known as Edom, it's all to settle the controversy of Zion. Because you have people in the land right now saying that they're Israelites, and they're not. You got time for the Bible, brother? I'm sorry? All right, man. You might be on the phone. But see, there's a controversy that's about to be settled. And we're watching the war that is a prelude to the crescendo. We're watching it play out right now. See, a year or two ago, we were telling y'all it was coming. It's coming. Now we're telling you it's here. It's happening. And most of you are still dragging your feet. Most of you still don't care. But when you can't feel your stomach anymore and your stomach is touching your back, that's when you're going to want this message. That's when we're going to have your undivided attention. And guess what? That's when our asses ain't going to be out here no more. We're going to be gone.
Laid out flat, on their back, just like that. You're going to be cotton when you laugh.
Amen. And here's the thing. Most of y'all don't realize when the military's out in these streets, when you got martial law going on, when they got these 15-minute cities. See, some of y'all drive through San Antonio going, damn, why they keep building the same apartment complex on every damn corner and street? Why they got a Rite Aid or a CVS or a Walgreens or a Walmart? Why is there one in every little complex? What are they doing? They're building 15-minute cities. Copy and paste. It's a cost-effective way to house a bunch of people. Now, most of y'all don't know that apartments living like that was in the Roman Empire. So you being cooped up in those little apartments, can barely afford anything, can barely afford any food, that's how Rome was before it fell. Why do you think Nero was able to set it on fire? Because it was all close together. And why do you think he blamed the Jews when he did it? Because we were the ones in those apartments. Again, there's nothing new under the sun. But most of you don't know that because you don't read. Keep going.
You said stop at 8, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Next one's Isaiah 54, is that what you said?
Yeah, give me 50 and 4 through 7. Yes, sir. Because just as Baruch 3 and 14 says, we have to learn where wisdom is. This is some of the wisdom of the scriptures that you need to know like the back of your hand. You need to understand how to get basically you need to be able to establish true north. Anybody who's ever used a compass to go camping or to navigate a natural terrain, the nightmare that kicks in when you cannot establish true north. That's how somebody could be less than half a mile away from the road and die navigating the woods because they couldn't get their bearings in their direction. Going in circles. Did we make a song about it in the 80s, 70s? Got me going in circles. Go ahead and get it.
Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4. The Lord God hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He weakeneth morning by morning. He weakeneth my ear to hear as the learned. The Lord God hath opened my ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. I gave my back to the smiters, and my cheeks to them that are plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting, for the Lord God will help me. Therefore shall I not be confounded. Therefore have I set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. He is near that justifieth me. Who will contend with me? Let us stand together. Who is my adversary? Let him come near to me.
So though we be speaking the words of wisdom out of the Bible, once upon a time we didn't have this wisdom. And when we heard it, the Most High God gave us an ear to hear and a heart to hearken, to draw near to the speaker and ask questions if we had them, or to listen further if we didn't have any questions. We are asking our people, no, we're not asking anybody, we're demanding. If the Most High God put it in your heart to listen to these words, draw near. Ask questions. Find out, how do you serve God? What are the standards of the Bible that define if you know God or not? Because some of you live and die by saying you love Jesus. But then, more times than not, you come up to our little spots, because we're everywhere. Let's face it. If you walk around on a Saturday, you running into 3-4 of us. Right? Most of y'all stop at our little spots, and you show yourselves to be fools. And instead of being corrected, you just say, well, fuck it, I'm going to be a fool then. But see, again, we keep saying the time is coming where you won't have that opportunity to be stubborn anymore. Most High God going to give you a permanent fix.
Go full retard.
Hey, man. Nah, Jake been going full retard. Let's be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Jake so damn stupid. The Most High God calls us a bad prostitute.
Right.
We pay our Johns instead of our Johns paying us. That's how dumb our people are. But it's cool. Brother, can you get me Isaiah 46 and 10? And then we're going to go to Ezekiel 38 and 1 through 7. We're going to give that little laundry list of the people who are basically involved in the war right now. That's slowly growing in intensity. Hell, not slowly anymore. It's growing by magnitude day by day. Go ahead and get it. I'm sorry, 46 and 10. No, 46 and 10. Oh, give me one. Y'all got time for the Bible today? Sister, get away from that damn white devil. I tell you, man, you sisters can't get enough of these damn crackers, I tell you. They can't rape, rob, and murder enough. The damn son of the slave master, the first thing you want to do is fuck him. What is wrong with you? For real. And then she'll tell herself, I'm proud and black. Meanwhile, she bedwitching for the white man cooning. You cannot make this shit up. Man, you got to explain to him, oh, this happens to everybody. Yeah, I know we've been trying to get pregnant for 2 years. I know it happens to everybody. No, it don't. It happened to them. Stop trying to replace what God already gave you in a man and get an Israelite man. So I'm going to tell you, when the chips are down, he going back to his people. Where are you going? You going to show up with your hat in your hand going, oh, I know I said some things, but I'm sorry now. See, again, don't wait for the revolution to kick off. See, most blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you're going to wait for the revolution to kick off. Then you're going to try to say, oh, I'm pro-black, I'm pro-Mexican. No, you're not.
Have you ever seen a woman back in the day you thought was so fine, but then you saw the nigga still fucking?
I'm going to tell you, most of our sisters don't realize the reason why the black man look at you and just turn away is because you ain't as proud a black woman as you say you are. I'll give the sister credit, at least you're wearing your natural hair, but you running away from your own people as fast as your legs will carry you. Your intent to hate your people and despise your people. Your men pick up on that. They pick up on your shame and who you are. They pick up on your desire to be likened unto your enemies. We pick up on that, and we reject you for it. See, most black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, the men that you're looking for, you're passing them by every Saturday. I'm not saying over here because I got a wife. I don't want no more women. Fuck all that. But you got black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men who are all Israelites, all your family to choose from. You got brothers tall, short, muscular, chubby. How you like them? We got them. Meanwhile, you walk around with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Fuck wrong with you? Ball. Go ahead and get it.
It's Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
So the things that we're about to read are the things that the Most High God already wrote before time immemorial. The wars that are coming upon the earth, the Most High God already wrote of these things before they even played out. See, again, those of y'all who have a sense of self-preservation, you will take heed to these words. But to the foolish, you will walk headlong into your judgment and be punished. How does it go in Sirach? A wise man foreseeth the evil, but the foolish walk on and are punished. Paraphrasing. To y'all who don't read, you're going to walk headlong into these race wars. You're going to end up changing some white man radiator, and you're going to be cutting pieces of meat off your damn leg.
First, I told that brother I was talking to last night, I told him if he was walking blindfolded, it's my duty to warn you if you're going to walk off the cliff. And he said, if it's God's will. I was like, he's right. I was like, either you're going to be saved or you're going to be destroyed. Which one do you want?
How do you want it?
You're going to cover your head.
How do you feel?
How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? And Jake coming up in the fast lane, all you dealing with is hardship. You are, like, that's the thing blacks and Spanish native Indians don't understand. You all in on everything. You go to the damn grocery store, that could be your last time going to the store. Cops pull you over, kill you in cold blood. You late on one car payment, that repo man round in the corner immediately. You don't get no deferred payments. When I find out these white folks ain't paid their damn mortgage and rent for like 3-4 months, they working with them. Meanwhile, we miss one payment. Yeah, we need you out in 2 weeks.
Pack up the shit. We'll pack it up for you and leave it on the curb.
Me and my wife had a payment issue where our payment didn't show up in their system for our apartment. And they literally put a eviction notice on our door the next day. And said, we need you out in 4 days. That's not even lawful. They said, we need you niggas out in less than a week. 4 days. And when we called them, oh, that shit's what we give to everybody. You ain't gave that shit to everybody. I ain't never seen this notice on my door or anybody else's in the last 7 years we lived in our apartment. Well, when you an Israelite, that's how you living. You living in the fast lane. That's why we ask it. And I know we being kind of, funny with it, but how do you want it? So I'm going to tell you, if you want to stay here, this is how you going to get it. You ain't never going to have this damn white devil's foot off your neck. Because that's how he like it. Keep going, though.
But I need to 38.
Yeah, and 1 through 7. Yeah, go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of the Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of the Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So y'all might hear about Meshech and Tubal and Gog and Magog and think, who are these people? But if you look on an ancient map of these locations, that's Russia and Turkey today. See, again, all this stuff that's happening, them being girded with helmets and shields and weapons, those are the weapons of that day. Now they come girded with jets and tanks. See, most of y'all aren't even aware of the weapons that Russia is coming with. They coming with the Su-35. That shit fly like a damn UFO. It's the only plane that could do it could do all types of crazy ass high velocity turns. No, a barrel roll is just rotating on an axis. I'm talking about literally the whole damn plane spin around. They can just go off in a different direction. It fly like a UFO. It is a superior plane to the F-16 and F-35 in every way. And it carries new technology that is superior to our technology here in America in every way. And that's just one plane. And we're not even talking about China's next generation jets. Iran's jets that now they're being given all types of weaponry by North Korea, by China, by Russia. And not to mention, they're being given intel, satellite information, strategic targets to strike. the whole world is rising up against America. But we see here, Russia and Turkey are mentioned here. And Turkey is slowly but surely pissing off NATO enough to the point where they're no longer a NATO member. See, again, Erdogan is trying real hard to remain conjoined unto America. He's trying real hard to appease these white folks. But it's getting harder because now he has to pick a side. Do I choose to side with a nation who stabs me in the back every chance they get, can't deliver on their promise to protect us? Or do I side with my brother who shares a border on my eastern flank, Iran? Gee golly, I wonder who. Keep going, brother.
Verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
So when it says Persia, we already know who Persia is, or at least you should if you don't read a book, right? That's the same people that we've been talking about. Iran, Iraq, hell, and they're mixed in like Saudi Arabia, all these other areas. But the main aggressor that America's having to deal with right now is Iran. And who's being a guard? Actually, I'm not going to spoil it because we about to cover that, right? But when it says Gomer, that's talking about Turkey. Give me a map of Gomer. Gomer in the Bible in the map.
Where is Macomb? Like he right there. Where is he going? I swear that brother. I'll be like, Macomb, what are you?
There it is. You see it right there? So basically, if you go north of Lebanon, it's basically directly north of Lebanon, going into Turkey. See, again, most of y'all got access to AI to do all the damn thinking for you, and you still don't know how to work a damn prompt to ask a question that'll get you closer to the truth of the Bible. Now, some of y'all are overly relying on AI, I will say that, getting entire breakdowns and shit from it, which I would not recommend as times go forward because they are updating that to steer you back to the old way of thinking. And if they're going to listen long enough, eventually they're going to find a way to loop some of you dummies who won't read the Bible. Oh, and have you seen that they're already trying to rewrite the Bible with AI? So eventually, if you haven't been studying these scriptures to show yourself approved, you're going to look up the Bible online and it's going to tell you, thou shalt not hate the white man. It's going to tell you all types of shit. Like we read in Acts 17, you're supposed to be reading these scriptures to say if the things that you're hearing are so. Don't let the truth hit you in the face and you not recognize it because you're not reading. But go ahead and keep going.
Yes, sir.
Verse 7, be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
So this is talking about Russia being a guard unto all these other nations. See, again, that's why Vladimir Putin is trying his best to call all these Arab leaders and these Persian leaders and tell them, hey, man, I understand what America's doing, but let's go about it another way. Let's not go to war because it's going to culminate in nuclear destruction.
Right.
But Iran is on that type of time where it's like, yo, ain't no more talking. Fuck all that. And you know what? I don't blame them. But according to prophecy, this is what is going on. It's all written in the Bible. And for those of y'all who say, man, the Bible just got stuff in there after it happens. My Bible didn't update like Google does every other damn month.
Right.
This has been saying this. This is the 1611 King James Version. Meaning the words that are in the KJV at least were chronicled in 1611.
Right.
And the sources that they used to canonize the 1611 KJV came from older sources, like the Textus Receptus, the Latin Vulgate, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Or like that one brother who was over here, that DeSoto dude who was yelling. Remember that Spaniard? Talking about the Dead Sea Scrolls and shit. But all those sources, those are from thousands of years ago. But see, we still have people saying that the Bible isn't a prophetic book. You're going to be saying that until a missile hits you dead in the mouth. And I'm going to tell you, the Most High God might have you die like that. Most High God petty like that. See, some of y'all thinking like, oh, God he don't sweat the little things. Man, the Most High God is meticulous. What did Christ tell you? A bird don't fall from the sky unless God said, yeah, I'll out. A single blade of grass doesn't spring up, live its life, wither and die without God saying, I'll out. Most High God sanctions everything. And if you don't like it, that's a personal problem.
Pay attention to detail.
For real, the Most High God is extremely attentive to detail. So much so that his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He sees through things so intimately and intrinsically that you cannot even hide from him. No matter how many barriers of clothes, rocks, dirt, whatever you put in front of you. Like, you know how Superman can't see through lead? Most High God, like, man, get that shit out the way. I still see you. And not only do I see you, I made sure you poisoned by the same blade you try to hide by. And y'all better put some respect on God's name, man. But brother, can you get me Joel 3 and 9 through 17? Because what you're seeing now through Iran's open defiance to America is that all these nations are saying, hey, wait a minute, America ain't got it no more. The weak are standing up and saying, hey, I'm strong too. I got missiles and planes. What the hell? See, again, most of y'all keep forgetting all these words that some of these leaders around the earth be saying. See, y'all was laughing at Kim Jong-un until he got the missiles that could reach America. Now you notice America don't talk about him no more. Because Kim Jong-un did all them damn missile tests, them ICBM tests, and now they know he got nuclear warheads that can reach over here. Yeah, that nigga said, do we have a problem? USSR. Shit, America, boy, y'all don't understand what's coming to y'all, man. But go ahead and get it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither.
How you doing, King?
No, I'm listening.
Okay, let's start over. So what we read is we read Joel 3 and 9. Check this out.
Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Book of Joel.
Joel
Put
3.
me on.
I'm sorry?
Put me on.
But John, so what this is talking about here is all the nations that are coming together to fight against America.
Right.
You're seeing they're now standing up and saying, wait a minute, we're just as strong as America. You remember a couple of years ago, we used to laugh at North Korea. Do we laugh anymore?
I wasn't laughing.
Well, because you understood the seriousness of it.
I understood the equality of everything.
Okay. Are you prior service, military?
No. I'm
No?
sorry, America. I will not be your soldier.
All praises, hey.
Never that.
No, never that.
No law enforcement, none of that.
Is your father Mexican by chance?
Not a Mexican in my family. I'm German Algerian.
What's your father?
100% Algerian.
Algerian?
From Algiers.
Now, what do they call the Abid in Algeria?
Well, he's French Algerian.
Okay.
He's not Arab.
Okay, yeah. That's even more to my point. What do they call the slaves in Algeria? Abid.
Arabs, yeah.
No. They call them Abid because the Arabs are not the slaves.
Yeah.
The black people.
See, but it's colonialized by the French.
Mhm.
And in fact, there's a large population in France of Algerians because obviously the cultural diffusion. But I've never met my dad. Now, that's why I've never ever claimed to be African American because African American is it's chattel slavery. It's different.
Yeah.
But I've also never claimed to be African American because I've never met my dad. So he hadn't given me any culture.
Can I read something to you real quick? Give me a Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
And you just read from Ezekiel?
Oh, no, that was Joel, the wind blew.
I've never read Joel. Is it not found in the King James?
Oh yeah. It's King
Is
James.
it?
Yeah. It's after Hosea.
I have
So-
read it. I have read it.
Have you read Daniel?
Rise Up Nation. Of course.
Okay, so if you've read Daniel, to skip over
I was
Hosea,
in
you go to
I was
Joel.
in a single man cell for 6 months when they let me out 6 times to take a shower in that 6-month period, and I was on a transfer. Like I didn't do anything wrong. I was a line class 1, and I was in there for this, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
give it to me now. Like I have a card in my wallet. They diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder from my ad seg time, and I only did 6 months, and that was very difficult.
I'm sure it was.
I work for a nonprofit now. Like I turn my pain into purpose, basically. And I've got 2 guys on a committee with me to combine. They've served 70 years in AdSec. I'm talking old law.
Shit.
They've been 3 strikes, you're out. Like if you're affiliated, you go into AdSec.
And that's segregated.
By yourself, single man. Like no, one book a week.
Check this out. Check this out.
Yeah, and then after that, give me 42 and 22 in Isaiah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54.
Sir,
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Now, that's a curse that is destined to be upon the Israelites for not keeping God's commandments.
Right. Now,
you might have overheard us saying blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are primarily the Israelites over here, the people of the Bible.
Okay.
However, we're scattered to all nations.
100%.
And
Because
you-
that's the founding of our lineage.
Well-
Middle East, Africa, Pangea, whatever you want to call it, and then from there.
Yeah, we go back to the same forefathers.
Right.
I got you. Now, my last name is French. Did you know French people used to rule in, or black people used to rule in France? I'm
They-
saying French people ruled in
They
France.
have ruled. Y'all ruled everywhere.
So what does that make you, potentially?
I hope that once the sun comes out, I get a little pigment, I get a little
Okay.
melanin, and that makes me your brother.
Well, it's not the melanin that makes you my brother. It's if we go back to the same father.
Ah, yeah. Of
So,
course.
like the son-
We do that twice.
What do you mean?
Like we have ancestral ties and we have a relationship.
Okay, I can see that. A spiritual relationship. I'm
Right.
with you on that. But you'll notice our sign here, right? We're saying the so-called American Negroes from the tribe of Judah. Caribbean man is from the tribe of, Benjamin or whatever.
Okay.
So on and so forth. But that's in this hemisphere. What if you come from Algeria?
Right.
Well, that means you have to do more digging. Do you go back to the Moors?
Yeah.
If you go back, you do? On your father's side? Now you see why you got to know history. Because he knows where he comes from.
Iberian Moors.
Yeah, that's Judah. See, and now hold on a second. I want you to hear this. You already got the curse about your father. Give me that in Isaiah 42 and 22. I want to show you why you were put in jail. You know the Bible says that the real Israelites will be hid in prison houses,
Yes,
ensnared in holes?
I do.
Okay, so if you know that, brother, that should tell you a little bit more about who you are.
That's why I'm smiling right now.
All
Because
praises,
I got
man.
nothing. It's someone got it worse. Somewhere.
Oh, guess what? Daniel 9 and 12 says that the people who have it the worst on the planet are the Israelites. Ain't nobody got it worse than us, man.
And
Ain't
that's,
okay.
it doesn't refer to anything geographical.
Yeah, it's about the Israelites.
Right.
So no matter where we're at, it's going to be bad.
Go
Correct.
ahead and get it.
It's Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Yep.
They are
No, you can keep
They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, restore.
So you said you got 2 men who
Hey,
collectively...
run that last one back.
No, we'll reread the whole thing.
Start from the top.
Isaiah 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Yeah.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, restore.
So you
None
said
saith.
you had 2 men, or you have 2 men with you who collectively have 70 years in segregated confinement.
One of them voted for his first time for Gino Ortiz Jones when he was 72 years old.
God damn, bro.
He lived down the street from where the Spurs used to play when he was a youngster. Went to his first Spurs game this year. And that was after he did the MLK March because he has an older sister he takes care of, so he can't do anything at night. But that game happened to be at 4 p.m. because of the Martin Luther King March and Dr. Martin Luther King Day. And he did the march. He stuck around. He had a glass. 4 p.m. came. Him and the boys went to the game. His first game ever. Like, I mean, I'm not I'm not putting sports on a pedestal. I'm putting the experience and and the full circle of what he just read, because that's who I think of when I think of that when he
Is he black as well?
He is he's very brown. I'll put
Very
it that way.
brown?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and it's not about, because like we already said, black and white don't mean anything.
It doesn't. But I mean, in terms of San Antonio, he said East Side Hispanic.
Okay. So, if he calls himself Mexican, Peruvian,
He
or
doesn't talk too much.
okay, I can see that. Yeah.
So he doesn't call himself anything
Okay. Well,
except me. He'll call me. Like that's
okay.
hey, what's up? We got a meeting, and then I just give him the business, and then that's it. You know, I've been down before. I understand how those guys are.
Okay.
So,
So before you go, King, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike?
Mike what?
Micah Allah.
Yeah.
Means one who's like God. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I do. Yes. So let me give you a little something.
Okay.
I was actually raised not Orthodox Jewish, but conservative Jewish. But at 13, I had my bar mitzvah in Jerusalem at the Kotel at the Wailing Wall. At the time, I didn't know. I don't even know if at the time the West Bank was being like done like that. You know what I mean? People just take it to his houses. What is wrong with you?
They've been doing that since 1948.
Then yes, it was going on when I was there. And they tried to give me another free trip there when I was like 18. And I knew what it was about. It was to recruit me for the military because they want. That's why you have to go into the military after you finish school for 2 years minimum.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them love it and they stay.
Yeah.
They get vacations wherever they want. The living is cheap. The women are plentiful and beautiful. Like, what do they got to complain about? But that's the symptom of hard times make tough men make easy times. Right now, easy times are making fucking really weak men.
Hey, this brother's on to something.
I'm just saying, like
Yes.
I've been in multiple rooms in my life.
Isaiah 48.
I thank you for every moment you've given me. If he takes me tomorrow, I'm good. I mean,
Well, hold on. Before you say that, what's God's actual name?
I don't want to disrespect him and say Jehovah, but I'm going to say his original name is Yeshua.
So we're going to give you the real name,
Okay.
right? Actually, read that real quick, and then we're going to go to the last verse of Malachi 1.
Where were we reading that?
Isaiah chapter 48,
Okay.
verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
So the real Israelites have been chosen to suffer affliction
So it's easy to see who the Israelites are.
through the curses.
It's the black folks, really.
Well, but you got to remember, in America, they call blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians all black. We were all called
You're
Negro.
absolutely right. Yeah.
And
But-
then when they realized we were all
See-
together, they were like, wait, we got to split these people up.
See, I was blessed with a fair-skinned mother who's an educator. I was blessed with an older brother who taught me how to fight, Golden Gloves when I was 18.
Okay, so you got hands.
I have to, and it's not, I don't want it. Like, look, I'm out here trying to be peaceful, bro. But it's hard when you're so lethal. And people play with you, and I'm not. But I gotta remember, like, in his way's better than mine.
Correct.
So I immediately I understand my first trigger to stress is to attack. And so when I feel that when I attack, I know I can be grounded because I'm only the first trigger. Like if I get all the way through, then and that last reaction is like silence. So if your boy is silent, I'm out of there. Like you cannot fuck with me. But if I attack, that's like my first reaction. I can still. Yeah, ground myself.
See, I'm the type when I finally get loose. So I'll give you a little story. I always tell brothers this. I've been preaching in this one spot for about 3 or 4 years. I've never had to literally put hands on somebody like I wanted to hurt them.
I don't see why you should have.
The first time I was pushed to that point, it was the first time another brother showed up to preach the Bible with me, and he saved me from murdering a man. The Most High God literally had a brother. His whole job was to tell Hayael, hey, let him go, bro. That's all he said. And it snapped me back. I was dragging him down the stairs to take him to the river.
That's confirmation right there.
So, and when I tell people,
Because if he caught that fade, she probably would have caught that fade.
yeah, I would have got murdered. Yeah. But, and the Most High God sent a cop out, and he actually said, a good cop, he said, let me watch the video. And then as soon as he saw him put his hand on me, he said, stop the tape.
Probable cause, baby.
He said, "Stop it."
See, you know what? That's why this past, what was it, March 3rd, Tuesday, was such a big day, man. We really needed somebody besides who we ended up with as the two runoff candidates for DA. Because Jane Davis, she's the DA for she locks kids up. She's the DA for the juvenile. I met a 16-year-old in the last 2 weeks who got a year from her, did 8 months, and now is on parole. He's 16.
Damn.
He's got 4 months left at this youth home. And he did 8 months at Mitchell and Michigan. Drive that out to prison. I don't care what they say. The windows are this big, and you're in there.
These are youth.
16.
16.
The brain isn't even fully formed yet. And you're telling God they're worth it. He's handing God, like the kid, he's got something going on because he understands it. I don't know if that was what it needed to happen. I'm not saying I don't think it should happen to anybody unless you're. I think that there are ways to handle people who hurt people who hurt people, and that's my best way of saying, like child molesters, women beaters, anybody who has trauma and they take it out on other people, especially people who can't defend themselves. Especially if it's sexual, like that shit needs to be handled in a way that we all agree. Like
Now-
those specific things.
Now, how about we
Everything
go?
else,
How come we don't go with God's way?
his way is restorative, rather than punitive.
Well, but if you molest somebody, that's a death
That's
sentence.
right. Now let me ask you this. Let's put the word aside just for a second. And I know we never can, but just for a second, hypothetically. 100 years ago, what was right then is not right now. And 100 years from now, what's right now is like the age of consent's probably going to go up to like 21 because of Epstein shit. I hope, Lord willing, because like they're counting months, like pre-pose, and that's an example. But like flogging, like we throw people in cages rather than put them on like little things.
Stocks.
Yeah. You know, like I'd rather be in that motherfucking stock, dude.
Okay, I was about to say, because I'm with you on that. I think if we catch things early and they get the punitive measure that they
The
need,
we is the problem. Like the we.
there is no community.
It's the Israelites is what I'm saying. But like if we catch it early,
Give me
but then,
Zechariah 2:1.
but then we got a lot of work to do.
so let me read something to you real quick, because that's one of the, and this is to my camera more than to you, because you know who you are and you know where your fathers go back to. You know your fathers go back to the black men who are in North Africa.
Of course.
Now that road might change colors a lot, it might look different, but you know who your fathers are.
Main tribes, right?
But the thing is, you got that because you decided to read and to discover those things.
I was encouraged. I'll put it that way.
Encouraged.
I was blessed by having an educator for a mother.
But the Most High God directs all of our steps, right?
He works through her.
So the Most High God ensured that you were educated. Now, it should be our responsibility as men who understand these things to propagate this message.
There's a fine line though. A lot of ignorant people. Ignorance isn't stagnant. It's
I'm
active.
gonna knock it out of the park, if you don't mind.
No, you're good. Do your thing, brother.
The only hell is in your heart.
Hell is in your heart?
The only hell is in your heart.
That's true. Actually, hell is a condition. You are right, sir.
It can be in your mind too.
But are you Native Hispanic, brother? Are you Mexican?
Yeah, but I'm also Jewish.
On your father's side or your mother's? You are what your father is. You're from the tribe of Issachar. You're an Israelite, brother. Keep the commandments. See, again, you already knew it.
I do, like I'm gonna tell you, with respect, how y'all doing? You know, man, I used to, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
I used to run security for Malcolm Furkan,
No shit.
for Louis Furkan,
Okay.
at mosque number 7.
When he would come to town.
Yeah, when he come to town, we
Yeah, that man right there.
that's a bad man
Yeah,
right there.
and we have a belt pin that says 7 on it.
Okay.
I wonder how many times he's had his life.
Well, brother, let's keep the commandments so we can get out of this lower state, man.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it really needs
You
to
know what's
be
crazy?
an educational,
That shirt.
an
the Masada.
educational revival.
Well, how's that going to happen if we ain't out here to teach?
The youth.
Yeah, we got to teach the youth. You got to be out here, brother. Yeah.
Trying.
If you ever run into a youngster, give him some game, man. Give him
It's
the
a game,
best
right?
game you
I
got.
agree, man. I throw game out to the most of my ability.
Yes, sir.
And you know what?
They
The
take it or
only
leave it.
reason I'm alive,
Watch out.
I'm not sure, but the only reason I'm alive, I believe is because
He ain't done with you, bro.
They ain't done with me yet.
He ain't done with
It's
you.
because of God, King. All right, King, be safe, man.
All right, man. Hey, I'm walking around. See y'all.
All right,
Yes, sir. We'll be here. All praises, man.
What was the last thing?
So, yeah, get this real quick.
Zephaniah 2:1.
Yeah.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather your, together, O nation, not desired.
Oh, nation.
Oh, yeah, read that.
Before the decree bring forth, before the days pass, as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
So it's like we're saying, all these things going on in the earth, because I'm going to tell you, brother, things ain't going to keep going on in America like they are. What we were reading in Joel,
We can't keep doing Psalms and Proverbs all the time.
but what we were reading in Joel 3 is leading up to the Battle of Armageddon.
Aren't they Revelation?
Well, yeah, it ties into it. So, like the prophecies you read in Revelation are spoken of in the Old Testament
I
as
gave
well.
a eulogy on Tuesday, which is why I had a last week off. Very special person to me, and beautiful wedding. Her family's great. Her son is SAPD, but we get along fine. No issues.
No persona of being a police officer.
Yeah, there is. But
Well, if you're an oppressive one, yes.
Well, I mean, the whole system is rooted in chattel slavery. It's how that was the first divide and conquer of our country. Well, second, third, maybe.
Now, not to cut you off, I'm actually impressed. Brother, you have to understand, teaching in this spot, I seldom speak to people who know what's going on.
That's what I was going to say. The fine line is.
Like, damn.
Like ignorance is not a stagnant thing. It's active. So folks who I want to educate, like I feel like it would behoove them, or at least just like sprinkle a little game on something. It's a waste of my time, and that's a terrible way to say it, but it's all I got is time, and I'm not speaking linear, I'm just speaking in like moments.
Give me cast not your pearls before swine.
And so if someone is not trying to be changed, like in their mindset, and they want to just debate, argue, whatever it is, I'm leaving it alone. I'm looking for the individual that is like ready to be watered. You know what I mean? Like the seed's been sown, they need some water, they need some aerated.
I have a question for you. Who yields the increase?
Yields.
You throw the seeds, another brother might come by and give a little bit more information,
Uh-huh.
but who causes that seed to grow and sprout?
Oh, that's the Almighty.
God does.
Yeah.
So we can't choose who can receive and who can't. Because even
So
though,
give it anyway.
well, what you do is you make it available, and you let them know. Like that's why we're here. We got this. We let them know. Hey, look, come get this milk and honey that you could buy without money.
And I know you're grassroots, and I love that.
Mhm.
I currently am with the Texas Organizing Project. Have you heard of them before?
No.
Top. We're a statewide organization, 15 years old. I mean, I've been with them about 16 months because I've been out about 18 months.
Okay.
And, I'm a rarity when it comes to, not a lot of guys get out and get like a cash job while they're interviewing for a salary job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a degree, but that didn't matter. Walmart turned me down. They hired me, and then I got sorry 1040 discount tire. I ended up just doing some day labor, cash stuff, and I was interviewing for this job. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a place. I was making cash, $600 a week. It was terrible. And man, I'm telling you, I don't even know how I'm where. I mean, I know exactly how, but it's the same. I gotta know why he chose me, but he did, and so I have an obligation. And so right now, I'm the Right to Justice organizer for the Texas Organizing Project, meaning our North Star is to end mass incarceration. Our North Star cannot be met in one day or one action or one. So we're taking steps. The man is assigned counsel. It's right there. It's literally the alternative to the judge's wheel when it comes to indigent defense. So if you don't have money for an attorney, you can get a MAC assignment, and they get paid more. They are held to higher accountability. Like they're not just because they have to do their hours, right? Would you get?
It's
would
like
you,
community service and stuff like
it's
that.
basically yes. And so, would you rather get the 350 from the court and just give this dude, let's get a deal done real quick and just call it a day? That's not representation.
Correct.
Like if you paid 25,000 to an attorney, they would be like, reset. We want discovery.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
What is that? The Belford plea or whatever they do all these different pleas where you're guilty but you're
Yeah, I mean, it's a pay-and-play system, and it's got to end first and foremost, because the people that are suffering are the folks that don't have money, and they've already illegalized poverty.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not in the Constitution.
Well, let's
man.
read a couple of things real
Go
quick.
for it.
It's crazy he brought up North Star and talking about arguing on True North.
So
That's just
before you came up here, right, I was talking about the nightmare that you enter into if you cannot establish true north.
Right.
If you've ever, and this is to my camera once again, if you've ever been camping and you lose your compass,
You'll panic.
oh, not only you gonna panic, you probably gonna die out there.
If you panic, you're gonna die. Yeah.
And if you panic, you gonna die all the faster. But if you have true north, it's easy to navigate.
Yeah, but don't forget that first B in Bible.
What's that?
You know,
Basic instructions before leaving Earth. I know people say that.
the whole, yeah. You don't believe in that?
Well, it's because it comes from the word biblios, meaning collection of books. So that acronym is not necessarily accurate.
So it's like the golf acronym: gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Yeah, people just make the shit up.
Okay.
But is it appropriate? Yes.
Well, I said that I only say the first B because I cannot, myself personally, live my life to the exact of the word. But there are so many like first and foremost.
Hold on. Let's baby steps.
Okay.
Before you say that, do you eat pork?
Yeah.
Can you stop eating pork if God told you to?
Yeah.
Can we read that to you real quick?
Sure.
Get what we hold.
I'm always
Get this
down-
real quick.
I'm always down for growth.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 6.
Matthew 7:6. Okay.
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you.
I get it.
So when you were talking about not giving it to everybody who's unwilling to receive it, we're right there with you. Because there are some people who walk by and we ask them, hey, you got time for the Bible? And they give you like hostility.
You ain't got time for the Bible,
You'll be
bro.
surprised how many.
Yeah, oh man.
Wait till they get their time taken from them. That's not time for the Bible.
Now again, you're saying things that,
I have a different perspective.
well, that's because you understand the value of not having this knowledge.
I understand the value of stopping and listening to that knowledge with my community.
Okay, all
Because
praise.
when two or more are gathered, like he's present. So
Oh boy. Now 2 or more Israelites.
yeah, boy, you better 100%. You just put me as a Judah, right?
Well, more than likely if your father goes back to the Moors.
Yeah. Oh, African American.
Because you said French.
See, but did you
Algerian.
know how before I even saw that I told you that being Algerian, I've never associated myself, or 100% never used the term I'm African American. Never put African American on like an ethnicity thing. You know what I mean? Like, but there it is.
Now, does it answer some questions about your past and things that have happened?
It answers the questions on like my choice of women. Yeah.
Now, hold on a second. Now, what happened to Judah with Tamar? Because he didn't give his basically his daughter-in-law, one of his sons died. Remember his son
Okay.
and then his other son, I forget his. No, that's The first one didn't even have a name. He was just wicked and died. But was the husband of Tamar. After he died, she didn't have a husband, and Judah just said,
Did they
"Hey."
have kids? Did she bear children?
Well, she eventually did.
With
Well,
the-
she didn't.
Not with that.
Yeah, correct. She did.
And that's why he's supposed to have took her.
Yeah, so he basically said, hey, look, go stay with, auntie or whatever,
But-
and I'll get back around to you. Yeah, go back to her father's house. And Judah basically forgot about her. So she went and put on a harlot's attire, and she stood on the side of the road, and guess who came up and got her services?
Chill out.
Judah did.
Chill out.
Now, everybody who watch my videos know, I say it, and I say it shamefully, but I say it openly. My weakness is hoes. It's always been women, so what do I separate myself from, brother?
Women.
Hoes. There are